Straight talk, no chaser.
Hello. I am here for installment 3 of Straight Talk No Chaser. Thank you for chilling with your homegirl, Miss P, another night, okay? Today's episode is going to focus on, should I approach a man, okay? Should I approach a man if I think he is fine like wine and he does not notice me, or he has not approached me? Maybe because he has a lazy eye. Maybe because he's blind. I don't know why he hasn't approached me, but should I approach him? That's the question you've been pondering. Well, I'm going to answer that question for you tonight, and I'm going to answer it based on my perspective and based on my opinion from what I have personally experienced and what I have personally observed. That's the best way to learn, right? Okay. So, should you approach a man as a lady? No, I don't recommend it, okay? I've tried it before just to test it out because I've seen my homegirls, you know, hollering at guys when we're out and they see somebody that's attractive. They'll give him the eyes. Yes, they'll give him the eyes, or they'll straight up walk up there and talk to him, or they'll dance up close to him. Hey, notice me. Oh, shake my booty. Okay, no, I don't recommend that. It's okay with letting a man know that you're interested, I guess, if you want to, by making googly eyes, or if you see him looking your direction, initiating, you can make eye contact, because some guys are shy and they will make eye contact with you to let you know that they're interested, to see if you're interested before they walk up and approach you, okay, to talk to you, because they try to figure out if they're going to experience rejection beforehand. If you're not interested and they looking at you and you look away like, ugh, what he looking at? Ugh. Okay, so he's more than likely not going to talk to you because you've already hurt his feelings. Okay, but no, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it because guys that are serious will approach you first. They will approach you first. Men are supposed to lead, okay? At least when it comes to relationships. In my opinion, and from experience, most men want to be perceived as the leaders to a certain degree in the relationship. Even if you hold like 40 to 35% of the power, you know, they want to hold a bit more. They want to hold that 55. They want to lead, you know, even a little bit in a relationship for their egos. And because we've been socialized that way, they've been socialized to lead. So, you know, when they feel that you're wearing the pants and they're wearing the panties, they don't really like that, okay? So some guys will be okay with you approaching them and hollering at them, but you know, men want to lead. I feel like you should let the man lead when it comes to their relationship, okay? I feel like most guys that are interested, they will approach you first. They will take the initiative to walk up to you, you know, strike a conversation or whatnot. They will follow up with asking you for your number, not being passive and giving you a stupid business card. I don't like that because you want me to do the work. You hollered at me, you can get my number and you can call me too, okay? They'll want you to do the work. So they'll walk up to you, like I said, initiate conversation, ask for your phone number, and then they will follow up after that night with calling within 1 to 3 days, okay? Not one of those guys who calls, you know, a year later. Ring. Hey, this is John. More than likely it's going to be text because we live in a technology age and people don't like to pick up the phone anymore. But he'll be like, hey, this is John. And you'll be like, John? John who? John from that party last year. You remember? John. I met you at the party. You were with your homegirls in a circle just dancing, and I came into the middle of the circle and shimmy Cocoa Puffs with you. John, I don't remember any party from last year. I don't know what you're talking about. And if you know you did get my number last year, why are you calling this year? Okay? So not one of those losers. When a guy is serious and he's not playing games, he's not gonna waste time calling. It's not gonna be 6 months, a year, 3 months, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, any BS like that. At the latest, within a week, he'll give you a ring. Most guys that I've noticed that were very interested in me, they'll call the next day. They might call that same night, okay? Or they'll call like 3 days later, okay? When guys don't take the initiative, it means that they're not really interested. Some guys will allow women to approach them, but they have the mindset that you're easy. you're approaching them first instead of letting men do the work. If guys perceive you as thirsty, they're going to take advantage of you. Just like for some women, if we perceive certain men to be thirsty, you know, we may milk them for what they have, sadly. I don't do that. You know, I'm grown. I want people to treat me as I would treat them and vice versa. But there are some women and men that would take advantage of people that they feel are parched, you know, thirsty, need some water. They will take advantage of you straight up and down. So if you're approaching a guy, especially within a party setting, they may think you're easy. They may think that you're thirsty, and they may not even be that interested in you. But if you look okay or you're actually attractive, you know, they might be like, well, if she's this interested in me that she'll walk up to me and holler at me, I may be able to get in those panties, okay? Now, if you're looking for a real relationship, because this is what this channel is about, not how to hook up and have one night stands, then you're not gonna want that. So let the man holler at you. If he gives you his business card to call or puts his number in your phone, more than likely, he's afraid of rejection, or he's lazy, and so you're going to end up taking initiative in most of the relationship. You're going to be like, why aren't you taking me on dates? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? You're always going to have to take the initiative and tell them what needs to be done. That's what lazy guys do. A real man gets your number, he gets your name, he calls you, he schedules a date. Okay, you don't talk on the phone for 3-4 months before you finally get out and go on a date. That's nonsense. If he's serious, you're gonna go on a date sooner than later. That's a real man, okay? Any guy that does otherwise, more than likely the relationship is not gonna last. I feel like when a dude is genuinely interested, he will go after what he wants. He will take your number. He will call you. He will follow up. He will schedule a date within a reasonable time frame. Even if it's just going to Starbucks to get to know each other. I've noticed this about men these days. They don't feel like they have to work for anything because women give them benefits easily. Guys are used to this day and age where women tend to be desperate and they approach men. They take the initiative in many aspects of the relationship, not just from approaching them and asking them out on a date, but also to paying their bills, to you know, taking care of them, to cooking for them, doing everything. Remember, this all goes back to knowing your self-worth. You have to make him work for it. You have to make him understand your self-worth, your value, your price tag, and what he has to do to acquire you, okay? So that's why I do not recommend women approaching men. If you still want to do it, that's fine. That's up to you. I would recommend, again, not approaching them in nightclubs, approaching them in party atmospheres, because most men in those atmospheres are not serious and they're just going to be thinking about taking you home that night. The typical question for men that you will meet in a nightclub or party setting will be at one point in the conversation, so where do you live? You want to know why? They want to know where do you live? Because they want to come to where you live. You don't know if they're crazy. You don't know if they're going to rape you. You don't know if they just want to get it in. You don't know what's going to go down, but they don't need to know where you live. But typically, that question is because their main goal is to get in your pants, okay? And from my experience of testing this hypothesis, that has been the exact results. And most of those men, like I said, don't tend to be serious. They don't tend to want to work for anything as well. So if you're going to approach a guy, regardless of the advice I'm giving you, at least approach the guy in a corporate setting, in like a business mixer or something like that. Business, maybe even a business happy hour. I don't recommend any place that involves drinks. At the end of the day, my main message for this video was don't approach any guy. Let him come to you. If he really wants you, if he really desires you, he will come after you, okay? At minimum, you can, you know, make eye contact if you want to, but don't look thirsty. Don't look crazy. Just don't. Just let the guys be guys, okay? If he sees you, if he interacts with you and he likes you, believe me. If he's single, whatnot, if he's straight, he will take the initiative to talk to you, get your number, and he'll be so floored by you and your beauty and your intelligence and whatnot and your conversation that he will give you a ring ding dong or a text message, okay, the next day, and follow up with scheduling a date. Well, again, thank you for chilling with your homegirl, Miss P, and watching Straight Talk No Chaser, okay? I really hope you took some awesome advice advice from this video, and I hope you apply it. Let the man come to you. Let the man chase you. Let the man recognize your value, because remember, you are worth, say it with me, more than gold, okay? You're worth more than gold, and you deserve the best man ever. You deserve a Mr. Right, not Mr. Left. And you can acquire that guy by working to improve yourself and how you interact with people and how you seek out men and what type of men you seek out. And you can also accomplish that by knowing your self-worth again. Bye-bye.